Hi, and welcome to this presentation of the American Electric Football League, the AEFL Semifinal Playoff Game. The Texas Tornadoes versus the Florida Whales. This game determines who will play the Nevada BlackJacks, the number one seed in the AEFL Championship Game. Florida at 6-4 won the Eastern Division. They're in the number 2 seed, while Texas finished behind Nevada in the Western Division at 7-3, taking the 3 seed wildcard spot. Now we'll take you onto the field where there's a raucous crowd waiting to welcome their Whales. Here come the Tornadoes. They'll get the Bronx cheer. Of course, we can't talk about this game today without mentioning the last time these two teams met in Week 5. That game was in Austin. Texas won that game 34-33 in overtime. That game had some key moments, including a very controversial play where Devontae Hill, the Texas halfback, caught a touchdown pass on the last play of regulation to send the game to overtime. Many who watched the game thought he did not catch it, that he missed the pass. And then in the overtime period, Zeke Adams, Florida halfback, missed a catch on a 2-point conversion that would have won the game for the Whales. That game served as a springboard for both teams. Since that point, both teams have won 4 out of the last 5 games. They are both red hot coming into this contest. And there's 28, Zeke Adams. Ever since he missed that pass in overtime, he has been on fire and clutch for the Whales. Mason Randolph, 83, wide receiver, 4th in the league in receiving. A home run threat from anywhere in the field. And on defense, there's number 62, Jim Biggs. From his defensive end position, he is tied for 2nd in the league in sacks. Let's look at some of the impact players for Texas. Let's start with 42, Devontae Hill. In their last meeting, he tore Florida up for 261 total yards and 5 touchdowns. Here's 86, Dixon Kennedy. The base he's on this year is the Jerry Rice of the AEFL. Number 1 in receiving. If Hill and Kennedy aren't enough, there's the receiver on the other side, Donovan Horn. This Texas offense is a handful. On defense, the Tornadoes can really come after the quarterback. They have 24 sacks. That's the most in the AEFL. Hey, I'm going to ask my good buddy Gunner here, no relation to the Texas quarterback, who's going to win this game? Who's going to go on to face the Nevada BlackJacks in the championship game? I think you said you like Texas?
That's right, I like Texas.
Last time they met, Texas wins in overtime, 34-33. You want to give me a prediction on the final score?
36.
All right, 45-36. We'll see if you're right. We're ready for some playoff football. Let's get to it. Florida in blue is set to receive the kick. Xavier Gold and Mason Randolph wait in a stationary position at the goal line. Rojas is set to kick for Texas. That's the ball on base you see behind the return team of Florida. And we're underway here in Tallahassee. The kick sails along the hash marks. The ball crosses the goal line near Xavier Gold. He will field the football right there. Gold's got a lot of real estate in front of him. The closest man to him is Dixon Kennedy. He's almost 30 yards downfield. Here's Gold on the return. Across the 5. Across the 10. Devontae Hill tries to make a tackle but falls. Gold across the 25, runs into Willie Williams at the 28-yard line, and is turned right there. Decent return by Gold. Nice tackle by Williams. Play 2, first quarter, no score. Whales set up shop at their own 28-yard line. Niles Grant behind center. Zeke Adams behind him. Here's the first down snap. The give is to Adams. Adams up the middle. Met at the line of scrimmage by Gonzalez. Breaks a tackle. Across the 35. Landry with a great block on Hill. Zeke across the 45 into Texas territory, turning hard to the far sideline and out of bounds inside that Texas 40.
A strong run by Zeke.
He had to fight through initial contact, picked up 34 yards, a first down for the Whales. Florida at the Texas 38, 1st and 10. Play 3, first quarter. Here's the snap, handoff again to Adams. Side swipe by Marcus Johnson at the 39, and he will be turned there. Barely gets back to the line of scrimmage on that play. No gain. Johnson got in the backfield quickly and got to Adams before he could get going. We've got a correction on the spot. Looks like Adams actually lost a yard in the play. I thought initially he had got back to the line of scrimmage. I was incorrect. Here's the snap on 2nd down 11. Play 4, first quarter. Grant looking to pass. Pressure from Texas, but no one can get to him as the pass timer goes off. Grant looking downfield. Looks like he's got Landry open at about the 30-yard line. Landry looking for the ball on the far side of the field at the 25, and he misses it badly.
Oh boy, that looks like trouble.
Definitely trouble for the Whales. That pass drew a host of tornadoes in the interception radius. And Ike Thomas is going to pick that ball at the 25 for Texas. Thomas will get a chance to return this ball. Thomas across the 25, runs into his own men at the 30 and gets turned right there. Ike Thomas, who made so many big plays against Florida in their last meeting, victimizes them again, ending a potential scoring drive. Texas set up at their own 30-yard line after the INT. 5th play of the first quarter, no score. 1st and 10, Gunnar King takes the snap. This is a pass. Pierce brings pressure but goes right by King. Oh, Devontae Hill with a nice block on Julio Nix as the pass timer goes off. King can throw. He's looking downfield. He looks for his man Dixon Kennedy. He's covered like a blanket by Gold. King does have Demetrius White open over the middle, center of screen. White going for the ball at the 44, catches the ball in traffic. White takes a shot from Landry that only turns him straight. White across the 50. Now he turns sharply towards the near sideline, and he will be down at the 35-yard line of Florida. That's a pickup of 35 yards. Big first down for Texas. They're on the move. Play 6, first quarter, no score. Here's the snap. King looking to go to the air again. Nice pocket. Takes pressure late, but the pass timer goes off and he can throw. King has White open again across the middle at the 20. This is a more tightly contested ball as White makes a catch. McVay right there and delivers a shot to White as he catches the pass. White across the 15 takes a shot from Adams. McVay still with him, stride for stride, and escorts him all the way across the field, finally bringing him down inside the 9. Another big play for Texas. 26 yards on the pass and a 1st and goal for the Tornadoes at the 9 of Florida. Almost the end of the first quarter. Play 7, no score. Here's a snap. The give is at Devontae Hill. Tries to find a crease up the middle. He met in the gap by Steve Wall and stopped. Wall with a fine tackle at the 6. Hill picked up 3, but that was it. That takes us to the last play of the first quarter. Tornadoes knocking at the door. 2nd and goal at the 6. Gunnar King with the snap. Looking to throw. Some pressure by Pierce, but he passes harmlessly by. There's the pass timer. King can throw. He's got some problems, however. His receivers are either covered or their pass point is out of the end zone. King will throw the ball away into the bleachers, and that will take us to the end of the quarter. No score. As we begin the second quarter, Texas faces a 3rd and goal from the 6-yard line of Florida. Florida's defense gave up a couple big pass plays, but they have been stubborn inside the 9. Here's the 3rd down snap. Devontae Hill will get the carry. And he tries the right side, but the Florida defensive line has a nice surge and pushes him sideways, then turns him. He will be dropped for no gain at the 6. And on 4th down, Texas will be bringing on Rojas for a short field goal attempt. Here's Rojas for Texas on to try the 16-yard field goal. The kick is away, and it is true. We had to wait to the second quarter, but we see the first points of the game scored as Texas takes a 3-0 lead.
Texas gets the free, but that possession kind of feels like a win for Florida.
Yeah, it kind of does. The Whales start their second possession at their own 25-yard line. They trail 3-0. Second play of the second quarter. Here's the 2nd down snap. Grant gives the ball to Adams. Adams takes the ball straight up the middle. Runs into Gonzalez at the 26. Slides off of him. Look out, he could be gone.
Goodbye.
Across the Texas 45 inside the 30. Adams will take this to the house. 75 yards. Touchdown, and Adams will put the Whales in front. Ruiz on for the extra point. And it's away and good, and Florida is up 7-3. No points were scored in the first quarter, and here we have back-to-back scoring plays in the second. Texas will begin their possession at their own 25-yard line, trailing 7-3. Third play of the second quarter. How will the Tornadoes respond? Here's the first down snap. King to throw. Immediate pressure hit by Biggs, then by Pierce as the timer goes off. We will have to see how this contact plays out. We will run the board again. Pierce is maintaining contact, and he will bring Gunner King down for the sack. 2nd and 15 for Texas from their own 20-yard line. Play 4, second quarter. Here's the second down snap. King will once again go to the air, and now he is under immediate pressure by 3 Whales. They're in contact with him as the pass timer goes off, and Julio Nix will get the sack. Biggs hit him first, then he was swarmed, and Nix finished him off. Texas to play 5, third quarter. After 2 straight sacks, Texas faces a 3rd and long from the 15. Here's the snap on 3rd down, and King will once again look to throw. Pierce, then Nix apply pressure as the timer goes off, but King is free to pass. Florida, though, with great coverage downfield. I'm not sure if he has anybody open. Maybe Horn by the 33. But Landry, bottom of screen, has that covered too. He would actually be closer to the ball than Horn would be at the end of the passing stick. This will be a forced throwaway and 4th down for the Tornadoes. Play 6, second quarter. Texas will be pulling the ball from deep within their own territory. Here's the punt. The ball goes 20 yards. And the target ball back at the 5 is untouched, so the punt is officially away. We'll run the board another 3 seconds. There we go. At the end of 3 seconds, that's where the punt lands. And it is just shy of the 40-yard line. The 2 returners are always placed 40 yards downfield on the hash marks, and they will be pivoted. It looks like Gold is the closest to the target ball. He will look to field the ball at his own 40. Could be a big return if he can field it cleanly. And Gold does catch it at the 40. He'll get 1 pivot straight upfield. There's no Tornadoes anywhere in the vicinity. Gold heads up past the 45 across the 50. Kennedy comes out of nowhere and hits and redirects Gold inside the 35 of the Tornadoes, and he runs into a crowd at about the 32-yard line. He will be down there, but a 28-yard return. And the Whales are set up nicely with 2 plays left to go in the half. Florida leads 7-3, but in prime position to get some more points here before halftime. They have a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line of Texas. What will the Whales do here on 1st down? Here's the snap. The give is to Zeke Adams, straight up the middle. Hit immediately and taken down by Williams and Johnson. Gain of 1. That'll take us to play 8. Final scrimmage play of the quarter. Here's the snap on 2nd and 9. Grant looking to throw. And he's got all kinds of protection as the pass timer goes off. Does he have anybody open? Near the far sideline, Gold is double covered way downfield. But near side, he's got Mason Randolph open near the 22-yard line. Randolph looking to break this game open on the last play of the half. And he misses the pass to the right. Oh my goodness.
Whoa, what a big break for Texas.
Yeah, well, Florida is still going to get a chance to try a field goal here because a field goal is not a standalone play. It's part of the last play ran. But to your point, if you're Texas, giving up 3 is way better than being down by 11. I think Randolph scores there if he catches that pass. So on will come Ruiz for Florida. Ruiz has hit 8 of 10 field goals this year with a long of 66. That's a league record. But he has missed from 38 and 33. So this isn't a gimme.
They don't sell insurance on these things, Dad.
No, they do not. This one will be from 41. Here it is. Ruiz trying to give the Whales a 7-point lead going into halftime. The kick is away. Traveling straight down the middle of the field. Starting to slice to the left, and he just gets it! Oh man, he had no room to spare, but he just sneaks it inside the left upright. Florida will go into halftime, leading Texas 10-3. Gunner, we've seen a pretty defensive game so far. Unless things change in a hurry, I have doubts about your 45-36 final.
Yeah, touchdowns may be a bit hard to come by this game, but I'm sure they'll be fine.
Much different game from the last time these two teams met. Let's check down on the sidelines with MJ.
Both coaches are unhappy with their offense. The Texas coach told me, we have to finish drives with touchdowns, not field goals. And we also have to protect our quarterback better. The Florida coach told me, it's simple. We have to catch our passes. If we didn't miss those passes in the first half, this would be a different game.
Thanks, MJ. We're about ready to start the second half. Florida leads Texas 10-3. The Tornadoes set to receive the kick. Ruiz to kick the ball for Florida. And we're underway here in the second half. Ruiz's kick, though, curves sharply and hits the numbers before it hits the end zone. That will be a penalty on Florida. That will give Texas great starting field position up at their own 40. First and 10, Texas from their own 40-yard line. Third quarter, play 2. Here's the first down snap. King looking to pass. Florida defensive line surge, pushing King's men back into his face. But the timer goes off, and he can throw. Looks downfield for Kennedy, but Adams has him covered. Once again, underneath, he's got Demetrius White crossing the middle of the field. White going for the ball at the 39-yard line. He gets it. White weaves his way across the 35, runs in the goal at the 30-yard line. And he will continue on out of bounds on the far sideline at about the 28 of the Whales. That's a pickup of 32 yards, and Texas is driving.
White's a nice player, but if I'm Florida, he can catch passes on me all day.
Yeah, I hear you. If White beats me, well, good on you. I'm not going to let Horn and Kennedy beat me. Is that what you're trying to say?
Exactly. And Florida's doing a great job on them.
Yeah, every time King gets a chance to throw, you see a safety or a corner over top their outside receivers. But Texas does have a first down here at the 28-yard line. Florida after that pass completion. We move to play 3, third quarter. Here's the first down snap. King will look to pass. Kyle Nolan with pressure. Nolan with a fantastic inside move and hits King as the pass timer goes off. We will run the board again, and Nolan brings King down. Third sack today for the Whales. We move to play 4, third quarter. Texas down 10-3. They face a second and 15 here from the 33-yard line. Here's a second down snap. And King will once again look to throw. Pressure all around him, but the Whales just run right by him, and he is able to pass as the pass timer goes off, looking downfield for his man Kennedy, who got behind the defense, but his pass point is out of bounds. And also Spoon is covered at the 15. Looking near side, it looks like he does have Horn open, down by the 25. Horn will be going for the pass at the 20. Horn slow off the switch. Randolph picks it off. Randolph quick to the ball with the interception across the 25 on the return and out of bounds. The 31-yard line. Florida with another giant defensive play, denying Texas another scoring opportunity. Wales taking possession of the ball at their own 31-yard line. Still 10-3. We move to play 5, third quarter. Wales showing an RPO look. Here's the first down snap. Grant's run pass decision point will be at the 30-yard line. Grant drives behind center, gets to the 30 unengaged. He can throw, but all of his receivers are covered. He'll have to keep this ball himself. Pushes forward across the 35. Gonzalez of Texas is in front of him, blocking his way, getting a piece of Grant, but he gets away from that tackle attempt. However, he curves at the 40-yard line. That's where they will mark forward progress. Gain of 9. Second and 1 for the Wales from their own 40-yard line as we move to play 6, third quarter. Wales stay in that RPO look, and here's the snap. Grant has to get to the 39 for his run-pass decision point. Grant looks for room on the left side, slides by Savage. He gets past the 39. He has his chance to throw, but once again, his receivers are covered. He will have to tuck it and run again. There he goes. He's got some room. Across the 50. Inside the 40 of Texas. And he will curve out of bounds on the far sideline at the Texas 37. A 23-yard run on the quarterback keeper by Grant. And a first down, Florida threatening at the 37-yard line of Texas. We go to play 7, nearly the end of the third quarter. For the third straight time, Florida is using an RPO formation. And why not? They're moving right down the field with it. Here's the snap. Grant's run-pass decision point will be at the 38. Grant runs to his left, hits the 38. Again, he has no one open. Again, he's going to have to run the ball himself. Savage from Texas hits him head on, turns Grant in the other direction. Grant running to the near side of the field now. Savage trying to stay with him, trying to bring him down. He gets away from Savage. He's across the 15, inside the 10, and he will turn on his own at the 7-yard line, make it the 8. Grant with a big-time 29-yard run after it looked like he was bottled up by Savage back near the line of scrimmage. That run will set Florida up with a 1st and goal at the 8 and take us to the last play of the third quarter. Here's the snap on 1st and goal. Zeke Adams gets the carry. Adams tries the right side, slides off of Mizell, he walks into the end zone. Florida front line bullied Texas to the left, and all Adams had to do was run straight. Zeke with his 2nd touchdown of the day on an 8-yard run, and Florida's going to take a 2-possession lead as we end the third quarter. Here is Ruiz on for the extra point try. It is away and good. At the end of 3, the Whales are making a strong case for a championship game appearance. They lead the Tornadoes 17-3. We begin the fourth quarter. Texas takes possession of the football at their own 25-yard line. They trail by 14, and their backs are against the wall here.
Florida's doing a real good job on defense, but Texas is really hurting themselves by not running the ball.
Yeah, Devontae Hill's only touched the ball twice since the first quarter. It's kind of the way the game's played out, though, too. Texas keeps throwing the ball on 1st down, and they've been sacked a bunch, putting them behind the sticks, in 2nd and 3rd and longs. Well, that's what's taking the running game out of the equation. If you're Florida, that's perfect. You don't want to see Hill with the ball. He tore you up last time. Now, with only 8 plays left to go in the game and down by 14, Texas is even more likely to keep passing. There's a snap, and right on script, King is going to sling it. Pressure from Biggs, then Pierce. They both hit him, they both slide off. There's the pass timer. King can throw.
He's got one, Dad.
You're right, if he can hit him, Dixon Kennedy has a step in the defense. He's behind Adams, near the 45. Kennedy goes for the ball at midfield. Hauls it in! Across the 50. He's off to the races. And he's gone! 75 yards.
You knew he was going to get one.
Hard to keep him down the whole game, Gunner. He doesn't need much room, does he? On the first play of the fourth quarter, this game just got interesting. Rojas on to try to make this a 7-point game, and he does. It's now 17-10 Florida. A big onside kick try coming up. Play 2, fourth quarter. We've got a 1-score game, and Texas is trying to get the ball back. 1 yard closer to the receiving team than the kicking team. There's the switch, and Ike Thomas will come away with the ball for Texas. Wow. The complexion of this game has changed in a hurry. 2 plays into the fourth quarter. First, Texas makes it a 1-score game. Then they recover the onside kick. All Ike Thomas does is make one big play after another against the Whales. Play 3, fourth quarter. Texas with a 1st and 10 at the Florida 49. Here's the first down snap. Does Hill finally see the ball here? No. King is going to throw. Florida with pressure. Biggs with the takedown. Jim Biggs, first sack today, and the 4th overall for the Whales. Going to play 4, fourth quarter. Loss of 5 for Texas, now back at their own 46-yard line. 2nd and 15. Here's a 2nd down play. King looking to pass. Pierce with pressure, misses King. Look out, Nix hits King as the pass timer goes off. We run the board again, and King will go down for the 5th time. 2 sacks for Julio Nix in this game.
Man, it seems that they're just pinning their ears back and coming after him.
They have the whole game, Gunner. Play 5, fourth quarter, still a 1-score game. Texas facing a 3rd and 20 now. Florida's defense stepping up, and Texas running out of chances. 3rd down snap, King to pass. Hit immediately by Biggs. Oh, Gonzalez does a nice job of pushing Biggs off of King. There's the pass timer. He can throw. He has Dixon Kennedy open downfield near the far sideline, but it's a very difficult pass. Kennedy is boxed in by Adams and Gold, but he is open. That ball's going to be placed right next to the sideline boundary, and he goes for the ball. Adams is going to come away with the interception. That will not be a contested catch. Adams has a clean pick in bounds, and that might just seal the game for the Whales. Adams humiliated the last time these two teams played. Remember the missed 2-point conversion? Well, he's been clutch in this game on offense and defense. Here's the instant replay, and you'll see Adams' great closing speed at safety. And he is mobbed, and rightfully so, by his teammates. There's 3 plays left to go in this one, but Adams has put Florida in the driver's seat. We move to play 6, fourth quarter, as Florida takes over possession at their own 29-yard line. You get the sense that Zeke's day is not over, as Florida will probably try to use him to close the game out. Here's the first down snap. The give is to Zeke Adams. He runs straight up the middle, runs into a crowd. His line forms a wall in front of him, pushing Texas to the right. He breaks away from the pack, and he is across the 40, across the 45, across midfield, but headed out of bounds on the near sideline. They will mark him out at the 46-yard line of Texas. Pickup of 25 yards on a first down, but more importantly for Florida, only 2 plays away from a championship game appearance. Play 7. First and 10 for Florida at the Texas 46. Here's the first down snap. Give is to Zeke. Pushes across the 45. Runs into Gonzalez and Johnson. Keeps pushing. Keeps fighting. Breaks through. And he's on his way. Inside the 20. 15. 10. Slides off a tackle from Horn to 5. Into the end zone. Touchdown. Florida goes in the championship game. And Adams with 3 touchdowns today. And this touchdown ends the game 1 play early. Louise still has an extra point to try. And it's away. It is good. And there's your final. The Florida Whales 24. The Texas Tornadoes 10. Florida goes on to meet the Nevada BlackJacks in the championship game of the American Electric Football League.
Gotta hand it to Florida. They played great defense, only allowing 1 big play from Texas, and they owned Texas on the line of scrimmage.
Very well stated, Gunner. There was 1 point there early in the fourth quarter where it looked like Texas had seized the momentum, but Florida and their defense seized it right back. Florida shut the door with their D and earned their ticket to the big game today. There he is, Zeke Adams, game MVP, 188 yards rushing, 3 touchdowns, and if that's not enough for you, he also intercepted a pass on defense. This Florida team, 2-3 at midseason, dead in the water, 3 games behind the division-leading Ohio Comets, with only 5 games left to play. They win the Eastern Division on the last couple plays of the last regular season game, and now they get a chance to play for the ring. What a story. Meanwhile, the Texas Tornadoes, disappointed of course. They have to wonder what could have happened if Devontae Hill had a bigger role in the offense today. Still, despite the loss, Texas did have a really good season. But this night belongs to Florida. We do have 1 more game to play in Season 2, the AEFL Championship Game. The 8-2 Nevada BlackJacks versus the 7-4 Florida Whales. Who will win the AEFL second season crown? I don't know, but it should be a great matchup. As always, thank you for watching this presentation of the American Electric Football League.